Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. It's Pojo, Jojo. This is a video I need to film for multiple reasons. One, I want to share with you guys what I've been doing to cycle out of products in my bathroom. In the past year or so, I've been getting really into sustainability in my lifestyle, figuring out how I can adapt what I've been doing and change things in my day-to-day so that I'm not only making better decisions for the planet, but I'm supporting brands I actually really want to support. And I'm kind of molding my consumerism around that. For those that are maybe new to the sustainability stuff, hopefully this is a great starting point for you. Or if you're not new to it, but you're just looking for more ways to integrate it in a seamless way, I think this video is for you. Working in fashion and beauty and stuff, I've worked with a ton of brands that have gifted me products as the years have gone by. On one hand, people think, oh, that's great. You get free product, which is great. I save a lot of money in the meantime, but I also kind of collect things that I don't necessarily have a say in because I'm not buying the product, right? I'm not choosing it. So I try to use up all the products I have. I have a bin actually that's just products that are stocked up. So when one product is done, I fill it with another one. You feel me? But another bin that I want to talk to you about and review with you today is this overflowing situation we have going on. So let me explain. I'm sure you all remember the empties phase of YouTube. TBT, love that. Middle school, so into it. I've kind of approached empties in a new way now that I'm focusing on sustainability. Now when I'm done with a product from my medicine cabinet, I put it in this bin, and what I do is hold on to it so I can properly figure out, well, one, what the product is, two, did I like it, 3, is it sustainable / is it recyclable? And 4, would I repurchase it? So the whole idea is that I'm analyzing each product. Instead of just impulsively throwing it in the trash can or throwing it in a recycling bin and like it's gone, I really want to, hone in on the objects I have and then decide if they're objects I really want to have in the future. And like, it's okay if I have objects now that I'm not that proud of. Sustainability also means like using up things that you have and not feeling the need to purchase more. So I'm excited about this journey because I've been very kind to myself and I'm learning a lot as I go through products, and I'm growing out of this mentality of consumerism and this culture that we're all very used to here on YouTube. Your girl has been holding on to her empties for a long time, probably like 3 or 4 months, which has been the result of all of this madness, and it's half embarrassing, half exciting. I'm actually kind of excited to tackle this with you. So what we're gonna do is lay out some bins, go through the products, we're gonna figure out what can be recycled if we can figure out first glance, what we don't know if it can be recycled, and then what we know can't be. And so then we're gonna review the products and we're gonna figure out, okay, from this point on, how do I handle this? Am I gonna just throw it in the trash because I can't do anything about it? Am I gonna take a chance, try to recycle it? And I have to clean everything, right? So it's like, it's a process. Hopefully this inspires you to approach your bathroom similarly, or maybe other areas of your life. Kitchens are also a great example. The whole idea is that you're reducing your waste over time. So maybe just adjusting and learning as we go. Let's get started. Voiceover Pojo is here, coming at you live to do updates on our girl. As you can see, she just put a little prayer out. All right, so the games begin. Starts pulling product, and the first attack occurs. I mean, she could have handled herself better, not gonna lie to you right now. It's very clear that her form may be the issue. I mean, scrawny in nature, of course. And the singing could definitely, we can not do that anymore. We're good on that one. Another fall, another hit.
We're good.
Yeah, just because it didn't shatter doesn't mean it's not disturbing. She needs help. I think we're all learning from her mistakes very quickly.
What's falling on you?
Stop!
No.
What do you mean no?
No, don't let it fall on you.
Clearly I'm not trying to have it fall on me.
It sounds dangerous.
It does sound dangerous, huh? Sustainability is a dangerous game. I'm gonna need to revisit that bin. That's a whole other fish to fry. We gotta do one thing at a time. So let's start with this stuff. So glad we're doing this, yay. Right off the bat, I'm thinking we put paper that we know we can recycle in this bin. So let's just start by flattening things. Something I'm not sure about is toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls. So I'm gonna put these in this bin and then look up if I can just recycle them like this. Here's some extra toilet paper. It's quarantine season, we gotta save every square we can. The good thing is there's a lot of paper, which means it's pretty guaranteed to be recycled. Leather. Yeah, we did it. So here's what I'm gonna do. Everything that is recyclable, but I need to like take care of, take labels off, clean, whatever, I'm gonna stack here, and then anything that I'm not sure if I can even recycle, it goes in there. Okay, mouthwash. I know I can recycle this, I just need to take the labels off and clean it. We got our first guaranteed non-recyclable. So this has to go in the trash. So I'm gonna make a trash pile here. They have symbols on the bottom too. These are the unavoidable enemy. These are little baggies that contained all my rubber bands for Invisalign. These are I don't know if I can recycle these. We're gonna find out. This was a drain cleaner, but it was organic and you can actually recycle it because it's not dangerous. This I'm not sure. It says, has that weird symbol on it that's like the whoop-de thing. I don't even know what that means. We're gonna find out what that little symbol means. Mascara, I'm like positive you can't. That sucks, it's like not really a thing. We'll find out. I'm pretty sure you can recycle these. Gotta take the label off. This is probably a no. So annoying, but I'm gonna check. We're done here for the round 2. So I've gotta say, right off the bat, way more of this is looking like it's recyclable than I thought it would be. I'm kind of having hope with my mascara because I know that there's this donation service where you can send your clean mascara brushes to this foundation that like helps clean animals that had oil spills or something, that like they could clean them with it. So I'm having a little bit of faith and hope that some of the things I'm gonna look up can be recycled. It's a full bin of question marks, but who knows, maybe it's positive. Let's take a Google look at some of these things to see if they are recyclable. So it's the next day, and today we're actually gonna go through all of this stuff and start sorting and cleaning and establishing in that last bin what I can even recycle. The first step is we're gonna clean everything we know we can recycle. So for me, that means taking off the labels, that means cleaning the inside, and then putting it in a bin. I have this bin right here that I'm gonna place everything in once it's clean, safe, sound, and good to go. And then we can sort from there once we've sorted the rest of the things. Everything that is here is pretty much a container because all the paper, of course, is fine. So yeah, we're just gonna make sure the product's done and then we're gonna throw it in this guy. Boop. So let's take care of it. Scholarly Pojo is here to save the day. We're gonna do a deep dive on the internet and find out how to recycle. Now on the bottle of my Listerines that I used to use, I found a website called howtorecycle.info. So I'm clicking on that right now on my Mac. Standard labeling system that clearly communicates recycling instructions to the public. It involves a coalition of forward-thinking brands who want their packaging to be recycled and are empowering consumers through smart packaging labels. There's different types of labels that will tell you different things on your containers to let you know if you can recycle them or not. Now, I think the first step is even looking for a single recycling label, but each of these labels means something different. So the cool thing about the how to recycle labels is that it tells you exactly above the recycling symbol what you need to do in order to recycle that thing. So for the Listerine, I realized that on top of the symbol, it said empty and replace cap. There's a website to help you in case you need that, and it was set on the side. Not every container has this, of course, but it's really nice because it does help you a little bit if you're recycling that object. The thing with the Listerine labels is that they're kind of made of paper. Couldn't even use my little label peeling tool that I showed you because it was paper, and the paper with the glue, it just gets so stuck to it that you'd have to scrub it off with like soap and water. So the lucky thing is you don't actually have to remove that label because all you have to do is empty and replace the cap. So that's great. A lot of those labels were made of plastic, so it was kind of like this weird plasticky layer on top of the bottle itself. So maybe that means the label was recyclable on it. I'm not sure, it's kind of hard to tell. So I just played it safe and took those labels off. And those ones are easier to take off because they are like this weird plastic material. Most recyclables still end up in landfills. Some people don't know or forget that certain materials are recyclable. That's a fact. Recycling labels are not yet standardized. The majority of packaging doesn't have the correct recycling information. That's true. Recycling information is hard to understand. It's so true. I don't know about you guys, but I look at my stuff and I'm like, can I even recycle this? Like, it feels like a plastic I can recycle, but it doesn't say I can recycle it, which I automatically assume I can't. And the ones that do say it, they have all these different numbers and stuff. So I'm gonna look over the numbers first, and then we're gonna talk about different things that we need to figure out. Okay, so each number means something different. It means a different type of plastic. So the whole point of like the number system on these is to tell you what kind of plastic you're dealing with, and it also, depending on your state, you will be able to recycle. There's this one symbol I don't know. I just have no idea what it means. It's like the circle with the two arrows that are intertwining. No, oh, found it. It's called the green dot. The symbol is a circle composed of two green arrows looping in one another in kind of yin-yang arrangement. A company can label its packaging with the green dot even if the product is not recyclable and is not made from recycled products. It means that the company has donated money towards the recycling of packaging somewhere in the world. That is the dumbest thing I've ever read. Is that true? Seems like that's true. What? So what you're telling me is that it might not even be recyclable still. Pero why? Why would we make a symbol like that? It's so weird. The green dot. That is so annoying. So I see that symbol everywhere and it doesn't even mean you can recycle it. It just means that they put money towards recycling programs. They could put $1 towards a recycling program and then put that label on, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe they can't. I don't know. But wouldn't you assume so? Jeez, that's so annoying. Well, now we know. Do you have to flatten toilet paper roll before recycling? Guessing that's a no, right? I guess you can. It doesn't really say anything about it. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Okay, let's move on to, can you recycle mascara? So from what I can tell, Wands for Wildlife is really cute. It's this place where if you use up your mascara, you can clean off the wand and you can send it to the Appalachian Wildlife Refuge, and you can send so many wands and you can help animals. Anyways, that's great. What was my next question? Can you recycle spray bottle tops? The metallic spring is not easily removed from the plastic, so the top should be thrown away. The bottom of the bottle is safe to recycle if it's composed of one material. Oh, damn. Glass dropper bottles. Okay, let's see. Can you recycle glass dropper bottles? This is interesting and scary. Google is like great, but also like what's going on? It can't really be recycled at the moment due to it being a combination of materials, glass, rubber, and plastic. Glass dropper bottle, remove the cap with dropper. Take the glass bottle and rinse out any excess oil. Unfortunately, the dropper pipette cannot be recycled. So maybe we hold on to that and we use it for an art project. I think that sounds like the best idea. Should I remove the top from my recyclables? Important that you remove lids and throw them out before tossing the plastic container in the recycling bin. They usually have a higher melting point and can ruin the entire load of plastic that is trying to be recycled. Remember to always unscrew the lid or cap from your plastic containers before recycling. Okay, T, so we're gonna separate the tops no matter what. They did tell us to put the cap back on the Listerine, so we gotta do that. So guys, I think we learned a lot from that Google search. I'm gonna go through all my stuff, decide and separate and clean all the bottles first off so we can throw them in the recycling and actually separate them properly. And then at the end, I'm gonna show you how much waste we accumulated and how much was recyclable. So I think it's gonna be exciting to see, right? I mean, this does represent how I'm feeling, so we'll go with it, So it's like 5 days later. I'm clearly thriving now. We need to discuss. I have a few lessons that I've learned from this entire process that I would love to share with you guys. The first lesson, which maybe, just maybe, you could have come to the conclusion yourself, it's not necessarily the best idea to hoard 3 months worth of recycling. No. This was a long process. And I feel bad because I don't want you guys to think that recycling is a hassle or a huge issue. If you're gonna do the basket system, which you should, to make sure you actually recycle things that can be recycled, make sure every time you put a product in, you already clean it and remove any packaging, you know, glue or labels you can. I want you to clean the pump. I want you to clean the inside of the bottle. I want you to take the layers off, because I spent hours it's really embarrassing to say that out loud. I spent hours pulling labels off of things and scrubbing labels and washing with hot water glass containers that used to have my face wash. Like, but if I had done it in small increments over time, even just like, I don't know, separating things that aren't recyclable from a thing that is and just putting the recyclable in, I would have saved myself a huge hassle. So that's what I recommend. Next time your face wash is empty, do yourself a favor, do a little swig of water in there, get all the soap out, and then put it in the bin. Because future self is gonna be like, why is this crusty bottle not cleaning itself when I put water in it? I had to do it 3 times. And I was listening to Nothing Was the Same by Drake, which was probably not the right album choice for me. Kind of got me in my bag while I was like recycling stuff. Should not feel that way. How can you not check on me when things go wrong? Guess I should have tried to keep my family closer. Much closer. Like, that has no relevance to recycling, but like it made me sad. Other things I learned. One very disturbing thing I learned about the amount of waste I was going to produce was that when it comes to anything with a pump in it, you can't necessarily recycle. Do you hear that? It's my heater. I live in an old house. It sounds like a little like gnome is inside my heater mining. He's just mining. I don't know what he's doing. Sounds like a hissing cat and a gnome are inside of my heater, and they're... So ignore the hissing cat, okay? Here's something I learned. That those pumps that have the little metal spring inside that keep it pumped, let me show you. Most of these pumps... Oh, there's still stuff in there. Anyways, these pumps aren't typically recyclable because there's a little metal spring inside that gives it that springiness. So that was depressing. So another tip, keep a look when you are dealing with things with caps like this. This is actually specifically this like bum cream. If you guys know what this is. I don't know if it's recyclable, but I cleaned it out and I'm putting in recycling in case they sort it, and it is. Couldn't really tell, but here's a good example. This cap, right? When you look at it at first glance, you're like, oh, it's just plastic, throw it in there. Because what they do is they typically put these like weird paper things inside that protect the top. This happened like 10 separate times. I had to take scissors and tweezers and pull them out. As you can see, I made like a huge scissor mark through it, trying to get it out of here. So hot tip, take out this and then throw this part out because it's all soggy and gross anyways. But that will preserve this and allow this to be recycled instead of getting dumped because it's not recyclable. Or we can only pray this is recyclable. You get what I'm saying. Another hot tip, look through the things you're cleaning and then see how you can repurpose things, not in a hoardy way though. Like if you're like, I'm gonna use this for this project I've never intended on doing prior to this, you're probably not gonna use it. But when it comes to these droppers, because I had so many serums, I love these little dropper things. They're so great for art projects, and I do a lot of paint projects too, so I thought for paint projects it'd be so good for like watercolors and stuff. So I'm keeping these for art reasons. I also had this like reusable little glass container here that had a bunch of perfume in it. I took out the little roll-on part and I'm gonna refill it with other perfume and use it to go. So this is a little good to-go oil diffuse thing. I might use it with my essential oils. Another thing was this little spray bottle here, because I was so bummed that you had to throw out the spray bottle. I was like, this is actually a really, really pretty travel container. So if I ever, you know, get my rose water again, I can put it in this little guy. It's way prettier and sleeker than the other reusable one I have. So keeping this. So many of you might know, mascara is like one of those makeup things that feels virtually impossible to recycle. And it's a bummer because it's pretty much been a staple of mine forever. But I've been having such an issue because once I realized that pretty much all the tubes of mascara themselves had to be trashed and it was like literally bound to go in a landfill in 6 months, I really don't want to buy mascara again until I find one that's like biodegradable or something, and that obviously actually works. But I'm optimistic. I'm gonna definitely try to convert my beauty stuff to reusable and recyclable, compostable items, because it's also kind of says something about the product inside, you know? Anyways, I'll keep you posted on the mascara journey. But when it comes down to these brushes what I decide what I'm gonna do is clean these brushes off as well as I can, keep them in a bin. You know, if I collect any more in the future, who knows? I'll make sure to ship a little package to them when Corona ends, and then they'll have some more. Also, because it was such a positive response for their service, they only accept these like twice a year, I'm pretty sure. So holding on to them is a good idea. And then when you see that they can be sent back to them, throw them in the mail. So let's go over the lessons. So rule 1, don't let your bin overflow like I did. That was beyond dumb, and I learned my lesson. Thank you, universe, okay? Rule number 2, keep an eye out for little tricks and things like weird labels that you should pull off prior. I had a pretty easy time pulling off most of the labels for these, but some of them were hard. But I did look online and to see if I really needed the labels off for some of the products, and some of them you could keep them on. But it's all about doing your research prior, so make sure you're doing that. I learned I use way too much mouthwash, and I'm so glad that I have cool replacements now. I find that the 2 most wasteful areas of products that I have specifically are in oral care and menstrual care. Toothpaste was never recyclable, and so I decided to switch to products that were better, and the mouthwash has just been a huge issue. Like, because I have Invisalign, I had to buy way more mouthwash, so I was so sick of my mouthwash, like over it. But luckily I found this brand. They're called G Organics, if you can see. They're super cool because all their products are better for you, free from fluoride. They're made of really good, clean ingredients, and look how small this little container is. It holds like 100 and something tablets. This holds 180 tablets of mouthwash, and you literally only need 1 tablet to create the mouthwash. So I really love this. And then I super love the toothpaste because these both come in glass, and obviously the top is like this, so you can recycle the entire thing. And I love this toothpaste. It's fantastic. It's been like my favorite thing. So I'm very happy about these. They're quite nice. I think that this journey for all of us is going to be interesting because we're really going to get to see how much waste we really produce on a large scale over time. If you have a routine, you're kind of consuming at such a rate and it's hard to keep track of it. But I think this is the perfect way to hone in on the things that you're using up. Decide, is this really worth it? If I can't recycle this face wash or I can't recycle this deodorant, do I really need this type of product? Like, there's probably a better product for me out there that maybe is better for me, better for the earth. And that's the type of thing that I've been looking at from this whole experience. That's kind of what I gained. You know, it sucks when you have to create so much waste, like, and you feel guilty about it and you're on your sustainability journey. I get that. It's really stressful when you kind of dwell on it, but be grateful that, one, you can make an impact with what you do, and every decision you make, every product you buy really does help. Funding brands like this, like cool brands that are trying to make a difference and change what the beauty space and self-care and health space looks like, is big. So be kind to yourself throughout the journey. Make sure that you're doing your best to clean all your bottles when you're recycling, and don't get stressed out. Make it fun, and make it fun to replace products in a sustainable way and finding better eco options that suit you and suit your routine. So if you want more videos on this stuff, let me know. I'm really into this, and I really love that I'm on this journey of creating a clean bathroom in a lot of ways, cleaner products, better for the earth, and just, I want to take more pride in my regimen and what I share with you guys. So I'm excited, and I'm glad you guys are here with me on the journey. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the flip. Stay healthy, stay safe, and go eat something good today. Bye.